I ended up coming back online to find almost every channel talking about one guy. Apparently this guy is the master of discipline and he is unbelievably rich. How rich are you asking? His son's booster seat is a stack of cash. And normally the kind of content he creates is, I guess, lifestyle and also fitness content. However, he ended up creating one of the most viral moments ever to exist online. Okay, not really, but super viral, okay? Apparently now, if you take a look at the view count, it's somewhere along the lines of 740 million. That's much more than a music video. So let's go ahead and start watching the video. Hang on a second, bro. No, you did not just do a push-up that looks like that. I hate to break this to you, but that is not a push-up. That looked more like a shrug, a competitive nap. That performance of yours really made me question the evolutionary advantage of having arms. And also, what's up with the squeak? Now, I know that that's him exhaling. However, I can't help but think that he swallowed a squeaker.
So we're gonna be serious about the Lord's business.
Now, this moment was probably the biggest moment of his entire career because this is what catapulted him into virality. And believe it or not, this isn't just a one-off instance. As a matter of fact, he does this multiple times a week, perhaps even a month. Because if you go on his Instagram, he has multiple shorts of this ritual being expressed. Imagine his inner voice dared him to do something stupid and he's all like trying to just accept it. He put protein powder in that bowl of water. Listen, I get it, bro. You and your inner voice, you guys have a lot of heated discussions and this is your method of attempting to drown them out, but that's not how it works, man. You can't drown out your inner voice, okay? If anything, you're gonna drown yourself. Man, you know what, bro? That ritual is stupid. Who on the planet besides him would want to do it? All right, who am I kidding, bro? That looks like fun, man. I want to do that. I want to channel my inner penguin. Another moment where I question whether he's actually very dedicated to this is when he was exiting the building and then there was a camera so far out in the distance. Okay, there's one thing that I want you to understand, okay? When it comes to video production, in order for you to get a good shot, you actually have to commit yourself to getting the shot, okay? Which means that this person, Ashton Hall, he either ran or walked it all the way. I don't know how far that is, but you need GPS to reroute you to the fastest route because that is a very long walk, which means the timestamps that he has in the center of his video, they're most likely not in conjunction with what happened on that day. So if you watch that video and it reads 7:30 while he's walking in the lobby of that building and then 7:31 when he's walking out of that building, most likely it took a good 7 minutes to complete that entire sequence. Now, if you don't think that a bowl of water mixed in with protein powder isn't eccentric enough, just take a look at what he does with his banana peel. This guy definitely has a favorite flavor of crayon. My question is, where does somebody even pick up this idea from? Who did you see this from? He probably saw some woman on a magazine with a pair of cucumber slices and thought, you know what? What if I push the boundary and I use a banana peel? Now I want to go ahead and talk about, to me at least, the most hilarious moment of this entire video.
So looking at it, bro, we got to go ahead and get in at least 10,000.
Again, dunking his head like a cookie in a bowl of water. And second, 10,000 what, man? Go ahead and say it. I want you to say dollars. 10,000 what? Because if it's $10,000, That's a lot of money, which indicates to me that you are rich, which also indicates to me that your dog's chew toy is most likely a tightly rolled up wad of cash. And now on to the conclusion of the video, where he demonstrates to the viewer that he has his own personal chef who cooks him anything that he wants.
Thank you.
The chef could potentially be the wife. I don't know, but I mean, she has some really long nails, so it could potentially be the wife. Regardless though, I thought this video was pretty goofy, but of course it's his art creation. I can't hate on it. I actually like his little sequence that he has going on, except the whole idea behind the timestamps. I think that was unbelievably stupid. Obviously, if you guys know anything about life, you guys will know that not everybody can follow a to the T punctuated schedule like that. Because sometimes I'll surf the web and I'll come across daily schedules like that where they're quite obvious that people can't really accomplish punctuated schedules like that because it's totally unrealistic. In everyday life, you're always going to come across obstacles that are unpredictable to a person's day. So when I see these daily schedules, I think they're unbelievably stupid. Now, when I say punctuated schedules, I'm not talking about going to work every morning or doing your work every single morning because that's your routine. That's fine. What I'm talking about is the very precise schedule that a person has. At 7:30, I have to go do this, and then at 8, I have to go do that, and then 8:30, 9, 9:45. It's like it's way too precise, and I feel like that promotes a very unhealthy lifestyle because every now and then you're going to come across obstacles that are much more intense and much more stressing than usual. Like for instance, this video, it took me about like 6 hours to make, mainly because I just couldn't think of any ideas. I had what is it called, writer's block. I really did not know what to think of, so this video took so much longer than usual. I think the last 2 or 3 videos that I created, they were only like an hour long or 2. It wasn't that difficult, but for some reason I've been having artist block for like 2-3 days now, and I can't find myself to write anything on paper. So, and to be honest, man, I'm a little unsatisfied with the way the video is coming out, obviously because I'm not satisfied with the writing, but I have to put something out. I can't just keep exploring uncharted territory until I mine an idea that I can really vibe with. But that's the thing, it's all a part of the process, part of the intensity, and it's going to vary every single day. If you find punctuated schedules like this, most likely it's bullshit. I see this on Instagram as well, where there's some people that post what they do daily by the minute, and I'm just like, okay, I still like the video because I like the content, I like how it's structured, the sequence. But anytime you see some guy like this who breaks down their schedule and is so precise, immediately think to yourself, yeah, you know what, man, this is probably a unique piece of crap. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. That's really all I have for you guys, and I'll see you guys next video.